week on Lone Lobos.
And Bo, shout out the Lobito of the Week.
Lobito of the week.
Yeah, so basically we have it's Lone Lobos. So
Yes,
a little wolf.
Lobito.
A little wolf is a lobito.
Lobito.
Jet on a tarmac. Skyscraper.
Starring
Yeah.
Bo Ryder Mitchell
Oh my God.
as Mitch Miller.
You want to see somebody get Bruxed?
Yeah.
For real
What if
this
you said
time?
that?
For real this time?
What if you, dude? What if you said?
Just
3, 2, 1, go!
Come on. Yo, what you heard? This the Lone Lobos podcast, straight out of Brooklyn. You heard. I am your one half of the podcast, actually 1/3 of the podcast today, Xolo Maridueña, joined by
Hi, I'm the second third of the podcast, Jacob Scott Thomas Bertrand. Joining me to my left is
our second and a half guest of the podcast. Hey, you got any words?
Xolo's got a new EP coming out November 1st.
Oh my God, dude!
It's pretty sick.
This guy,
I'm
dude,
very-
he's a man of few
Dude,
words,
he's
but always
crazy.
so funny, man, dude. All right, well, thanks so much for being on, Mo. We really appreciate you, but we actually have an empty seat for another guest coming by later today. But until then, Bibi, how you feeling?
I feel great. I went on a long walk today. Brooklyn is sick. Yeah, it was beautiful. It's beautifully crisp outside. Peyton and I got some flowers, got some coffee. I tried a new burger spot called Moon Burger.
Moonburger?
Yeah, it was a pretty far walk, but it was really good burger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like thick patty, smash patty,
I think it's smash.
smash burger.
They had a
Okay.
really good sauce. The ladies that were working there were really nice. We went to a coffee shop that I'm blanking on the name that was super cool, family owned. The kid who was working the front cashier was super sick.
Isn't that so great? Like, I don't know how real it is, but I hear like getting in the sun, walking, all of these things are really good for you. To just have that built in.
That's the like
You literally walked 4 miles today.
yeah,
Boom. There you go.
feel great.
Before noon even hit.
Dude, yeah,
It's-
Mo walked 4 miles today.
I know. And at least like, do you have to, I mean, wait. Yo, whoa. Wait.
No, we wipe
Now
his
that-
paws. We wipe his paws, bro.
Okay,
Yeah,
there we
yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah,
Go. I was having a stroke there for a second.
No, his paws.
Hey, yo. Yeah. But we're back in New York. We left for a little bit to go to San Antonio Big Texas Comic-Con. And we met so many of y'all. It's been so nice to get along with the gang, or like get together with the gang, especially now that the show's over. These all feel like fun excuses to get everyone back together.
Yeah.
And Ralph and Billy and Peyton and Gianni and Hannah and yourself and I. Vanessa, we all came to Texas. It was a really great time. Y'all came and showed out.
Yeah.
I have some fun gifts though. Jordan has a little bit of context for this, but this is how I got this gift, okay? There's 2 of them, but this one I want to say in particular. Someone came up and was like, "Hey, I'm a fan of the podcast, and I saw that Jordan was using his debit card as a coaster on the podcast."
Were you really, bro?
He posted a picture. He posted like, "I'm at work," Instagram,
Oh.
and his
Yo,
and his
I'm at work is
coffee.
crazy.
And so she very kindly lasered into this.
That's the new logo.
Yeah, our new logo onto this coaster. So here you are, Jordan. This is waiting for you when you come out here.
Thank you. Yeah, I had it on the I'm at work photo, and people started responding, "Bro, are you using a fucking debit card as a coaster?"
Oh my god.
We treat our employees well.
Yeah, and I also got one of those people that responded to my Instagram story was Miss Carmelita, and
Our executive
and
producer.
she
Our
just said,
executive. And my mother.
she said, "Jordan, I can see the condensation on the new table."
Oh my
Oh.
God. How dare you, seriously, on our new tables. And thank goodness we have, to your right, Monica, who's using an index card right now as a poster. Darn it, Monica. What the
That doesn't do anything, Monica.
Monica, the water is bleeding.
It
to
doesn't do
paper.
anything.
Index card right now. We only
Oh
have one
my-
coaster.
Oh my
No,
god.
and actually, I believe Xolo that coaster is for you. I think we have coasters that are coming to us on November 2nd at 88 Rising's Head in the Clouds
Oh.
neighborhood night market.
Oh, we start going to.
Good. Okay, well,
Oh,
Bruh.
Bo's calling.
God, Jacob.
Bruh.
What's up, Bo?
I'll be there in a minute or two.
Dude, nice.
all right.
All right, man. I'll see you soon.
All
yeah,
right,
yeah.
we'll
Call,
see you
call
later.
me when you're outside.
All right, we'll do.
All right,
Ciao.
see you later.
What? Spoiler
Whoa.
alert.
Bo's excited. Bo's
Bo
like, "Who
Mitchell is in town. I'm so excited. We were talking about it yesterday on the way back from his movie premiere, but I'm so excited to just have people come by and sit in the chair and just chat.
Yeah.
There's something so like, yeah, it's gonna
That's
be
New York, you know. You
that's New
hey,
York.
come to the
man.
crib. We'll have a
Come to
quick
the
conversation.
crib. It's right
real
next to
quick.
the bodega, next to the pizza place,
right across from the deli.
right next to the fire hydrant. If you've gone to the light, you're gone too far.
Dude, you just jump off the bridge. You can't miss it.
Can you say gabagool?
Gabagool.
The gabagool.
Yo, put some, put some schmutz on it. Just put some poop on it.
Yeah. Just put a little schmegma in the coffee.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
put a little poop on it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Who was the most eclectic person you met at Big Texas Comic-Con, and why was it the guy with the do-rag and the big chain?
Oh, dude.
I think it's so
I loved it because his grills were so big. He was like, yeah, dude, thanks, I'm so glad I could be here.
yeah, he committed
Yeah, it was sick.
with his Eagle Fang shirt and his big ass chains.
Well, dude, he came up the first day in all white in a Miyagi-Do fit. And then he came in like all red for an Eagle Fang fit.
Yeah, he was really great.
We saw a lot of Lobitos there.
A lot of Lobitos, a couple of
Shout out Kim, the first Salubrious Society member.
true.
I think Kim was our first subscriber.
Yeah, no. Kim came up. She was our first subscriber. Salubrious Society. She's the goat. It's so it's definitely humbling to have so many people come up and say they're a fan of the pods. Oh. No. I got this really cool.
No,
we're just
kidding,
kidding.
we're
We're just
kidding.
kidding. I got this really cool newscaster. It's a Super 8, a Bell and Howell optronic
I actually have a story about.
optronic eye.
I walked by this booth.
Yeah.
See you later, Mo. I walked by this booth and I was like, oh, I want to get something from here. And the owner of the store like ran up to another
Booth?
guide person who was like patrolling the halls.
Okay.
And she was like, 2 kids dressed in all black just stole from me.
What?
And I was
You?
like, no.
Oh,
I
other
wasn't. No,
kids.
I wasn't with like other people. And as I was walking up to be like, hey, and she was really, I mean,
Frazzled.
rightfully so, was really upset and mad. And I was like, ooh, babe, this isn't the best time. Like she
What?
just seemed really
No,
upset.
that would be the best time to
well,
put
no,
some cash in her
well,
pocket.
I was like, oh man. I was like, really? And she looked at me and was like, yeah. And I was like,
dude,
all right,
you
word,
did that. You
word.
did that. Hey, you can't park there. That's the equivalent of what you did.
I was like, oh, really? I was just so shocked. She's like, 2 kids stole from me. And I was right there. I was like, oh, really? She was like, yeah. She's like, you better find those kids because I'm going to. And I was like,
Oh, man. Well, I had the most pleasant interaction with that woman. I said,
Clearly, they probably caught the killer.
I was
afterwards.
$10 over, and I said, keep the change. I love your art.
Yeah, she was probably
She
like,
stole from me.
yeah. She
Wow.
probably thought, damn, is her here?
He's here.
Are you here?
Yeah, man.
Dude, that was so quick.
Quick break from the pod.
What's up, y'all? Quick break from the podcast to let y'all know I have an EP coming out. The Scarab Tapes is out November 1st, but you can pre-save, pre-order vinyl merch and all that at the link below. And you can also check out heysholo.com for merch. The Scarab Tapes is a Blue Beetle inspired EP and also just my entry into the world of hip hop. So I'd appreciate it if you checked it out. Now, back to the podcast. Thank you so much for being on. We just want to say our third today of the Lone Lobos podcast is none other than Bo Mitchell. He is our friend from Cobra Kai.
Bo Ryder Mitchell.
Hey, Bo Ryder Mitchell. Ryder, I barely know her. You can see him in Cobra Kai, our show, in the first 5 episodes that are already out, but you can also check him out in the newly released film in collaboration with Utopia, The Line.
The Line.
Dude, you're on the press tour right now, so you made a stop at the Lone Lobos podcast.
Yeah, right.
This is crazy. This is
I
crazy.
could go through his managers and his agents and all that. It was great.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God,
Wow,
dude, you
dude.
brought an entourage. Bro.
Yeah.
Why do you
Y'all
have
are lucky I actually didn't bring the entourage. I had to ditch them at the bowl.
Well, why do you have 2 bodyguards here,
Yeah,
bro?
2 bodyguards is like
You travel everywhere with an acupuncture?
there's 20 South Carolinians with me at all times.
and and a medium.
Yeah, we have
we
a
love her.
medium. She's great. She's already talked to everybody's grandma today. Yeah.
Well, welcome on, bro. We're so proud of you. We
Also scared of you.
Also scared of you. Are we?
Why?
Why are we scared of you? Yeah.
Because of his performance in the
Oh,
Line.
it was so
Oh,
thrilling. It was-
Thank you.
Your performance,
Thank you.
Your performance had us so shook. Actually, do you want to do an intro for the movie? Because this was your first time seeing it.
Oh, yeah, sure. The Line. Have you ever heard of frats? Have you ever been a part of a frat?
Kappa Alpha.
KNA? Kappa Nu Alpha.
Yes.
I got it?
Yes, you,
K-O-D.
yes, you got it. You got it.
Dude, I remember it, bro. I watched the movie. I watched the movie.
with like, hi. Do you like frats?
Yeah. Have you heard of frats? So this movie takes place, KNA, at Sumter College. They're a big frat. It has 187 years of history. It's been
Wow.
around.
They've had presidents.
They've had, presidents have gone to this frat.
Wow.
You know, it's very, very exclusive, amazing frat.
Wow.
And sophomores.
Sophomore, Mitch Miller.
This is
Sophomore,
crazy.
Mitch Miller. There's a pledge that he doesn't like.
Oh no. Oh,
And
no.
they go on a retreat
Oh no.
to Mitch Miller's lake house. And some crazy shit goes down. Starring
Yeah.
Bo Ryder Mitchell
Oh my god.
as
Oh, too
Mitch
much.
Miller.
They really were like, well, Mitch.
Yeah. Alex Wolff
Wow.
as Tom
Extra.
Baxter.
Yeah.
Austin as Geddes.
Yep.
O'Brien.
Yes.
Halle Bailey.
Halle Bailey
Oh my god.
as Armpit Girl.
Yep. Armpit hair.
Armpit
All right,
Girl.
and we'll, I guess,
Louis Pullman as the president.
Okay, this all makes context. This is all, it's
Okay.
contextual in the movie. We're not,
Right. So that's really that's the setup of the movie, right? That's everything that you need to know.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
How'd I do?
dude. I if
Are you
they,
surprised? His retention is crazy.
yeah, that was
I'm always
actually,
surprised. His names.
yeah.
I suck with names.
I don't even remember my own character name.
There was-
Dude.
when we walked out of the movie, we ran into just a couple guys that I think were friends of Mike's, and they were like, "Oh, who do you know on the thing?" I was like, "Oh, Bo Mitchell," and they were like, "Oh, Mitch Miller," and we were like, "Oh yeah," and they're like, "That's the only name we remember. It was said so many times."
They really
Oh.
They
ingrained
were
it.
like Mitch Miller, like that.
Oh, some people just have those names that you need to say first and last name every time. It's we all have some of those in our Blake
Mitch
Shepard.
Miller's a bitch.
Yeah.
He's a whiny ass little bitch.
I think that's an actual line in the movie.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think that's a line in the movie.
Lonely is the night.
Oh no,
Oh.
we can't sing that
Dude,
one yet.
I loved the movie. I thought like
Thank you, man.
you
Thank
had.
you.
I'm a glaze for a little bit, but Bo had.
Okay.
Had
Bring it on.
Go off.
Bo had the greatest mix of comedy and
What was the driving
very
force of the movie?
dude, and
What was the
very
driving force of the movie?
dude, very
you.
grounded, dramatic beats that most of the time, I think if you're in the room with that character, you feel bad. But as an audience member watching it, this sort of like omniscient perspective, it just makes you feel so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And
Like the
that's-
fly on the wall.
yeah, that's a feeling that I seldom get. I don't watch a lot of horror either, but that's a feeling I seldom get watching things, is when an actor can make me feel really uncomfortable. Like there's a lot of scenes where you and Alex are in your room talking to each other. And
Yeah.
it's a really grounded performance, but you're
Thank you.
watching me like, ugh, this is,
Yeah.
it's so uncomfortable because it's
private.
really raw. you
Yeah.
know? And it's something he's really being vulnerable in front of one of his how he views his best friend. And it's sort of like someone latching on as one person's detaching. Yeah, man, it was
Thank
really cool
you.
to see you do something like that, because I've only
Thank
ever
you,
really
dude.
seen you do comedy.
Yeah, it's
sick.
funny. Yeah, we've only like ever really seen each other do what we've done in Cobra Kai.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? So no, thank you though, man. That means a lot. I mean, yeah, I really appreciate y'all coming too. Y'all pulled up. Y'all hung out for a little while, and I mean, well, actually, I want to ask you. So you said you don't really watch horror. What do you classify it as horror? There's no right or wrong answer to this, but I'm really curious about how, because I think of like Hereditary being like an interesting classification as horror,
100%.
which Alex was also in, and then people have asked me about this movie in passing, and they're like trying to get like a couple one-liners for me to wrap their head around
Yeah,
it,
like
and
buzzwords.
yeah,
like
and I'm like,
things-
I don't know, dark humor, but drama, but
I think what it
suspenseful,
reminds me
but
of, bro, is like, you know, those projects. I hear a lot more these like anxiety-inducing projects, right?
Yeah.
Like the bear beef, like these things that are
Mhm.
capturing what are supposed to be kind of the in-between scenes, right?
right.
Like where usually a movie is like important scene. Some of these flicks feel like the bedroom scenes where you're not supposed to be hearing these conversations, and it makes
Right.
you feel irky. Like it, I don't know. Maybe that's too.
No, that's actually a funny way to put it. I think that's accurate, you know?
Yeah, I don't know if I would classify it as a thriller,
Right.
but it is. I would just
think it could
classify it
be.
as a. I think it could be. I would classify. Yeah. Yeah, I would classify it as like a slow burn drama, dark comedy.
Yeah.
I will say, though,
Dude, there were people laughing, and like there were some moments where you weren't supposed like.
yeah,
Where the
yeah,
moment was
Yes.
uncomfortable and you were laughing because you were
There
like,
definitely-
"Oh my god, this someone just
Yeah.
said that," or
there were definitely moments where I busted out laughing, and Peyton was like,
at an at an
Peyton is so sweet,
Yeah,
dude. Yeah.
No, but, oh, that's what I was gonna say.
What did
Like,
Peyton say?
Halfway through the movie, I was just like, "Oh my god, this is a fucking ride! Like this is crazy." And I leaned over, I'm like, "What do you think?" And Peyton was like, "I'm so stressed out." She's just like, "I can't take this." It was
She said she was. She
Dude,
said she was like.
amazing.
There was almost a point where I maybe had to step out of the theater because I was so like, oh,
Yeah.
what the? Especially like I don't know. I don't know her circumstances, but some of us were homeschooled or like didn't go to college or
mhm,
like
yeah.
literally have no idea about this stuff.
Yeah.
So I think witnessing something that they present as like this really happens,
Right.
and
mean, that
at
shit
the
does,
end,
yeah.
at the
Yeah.
end, having the case that like this guy really happened to, like, it's definitely it does make you uncomfortable. But when we were talking
Yeah.
outside, oh my gosh, we go to the after party. We're stepping outside for a second, and the after party's so full, and the director Ethan walks up,
Oh,
and he
yeah.
can't get into his own after party. And we're all like, he's the director, and the bouncer is like that makes him even more
Upset. Yeah.
He's like, I got it, and
Dude, Ethan is such a funny guy. He probably was just like,
he was like, he walks over and he's like, so did you think I was an asshole for saying I was the director back there? And I was like,
oh, because he didn't get in. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
he didn't get in.
and I was like, no, bro, like you're supposed to be able to celebrate. Like you're not an asshole. Like come on, one extra guy.
Yeah.
But
No.
he ended up getting in. But
You guys
kudos to
snuck
him
through
as
the
well.
back.
Like it's been such a long ride, bro. You filmed that 3 years ago.
Yeah, dude, that was crazy. Well, for Ethan's even wilder. I think this is like really encapsulating the whole ride. It's probably somewhere between 12 and 15 years for him, like up until today, basically. From what I understand, he started writing it maybe 10 or 12 years ago, somewhere in that range, and then now we're 3 years, well, almost 3 years post production. So we shot at the December 2021 and January 2022. We had like a 17, 19 day shoot,
Whoa.
and yeah, dude, yeah, it took them about a year and some change to get it ready for festivals. We did Tribeca 2023 in the summer, and then now here we are, October 2024, and it's rolling out with Utopia. So we're stoked. We're stoked to have Utopia behind us, but that's just what indie is now.
Yeah.
You know, it's also though I love that. I love that guy. Ethan is like amazing, dude. Like that dude is like definitely the best director I've ever worked with in his craft, but also just that like the stuff he did, because we would talk a lot afterwards, and he was just like, we had a sound designer issue. We didn't really have a sound designer.
Okay.
And so yeah. So we didn't really have one. So him and the editor were like doing their best, but they came to the point to where we needed one, and he basically had to ask for someone to do it for little to nothing because we had no money.
Yeah.
And so he wrote like 6 or 7 letters, like handwritten letters to this guy who is actually won a couple Oscars for sound design. I'm blanking on his
Whoa.
name, but really talented dude. He basically just, the guy, he's
Like,
like a
hey,
bull. He's like a
please,
little
bro.
scrawny fellow, but he's a bulldog,
Yeah.
and like he got this guy to do it from sure little to nothing. And the guy changed the movie.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, he did that though 100 times throughout the course of this like past like whatever 10 or 10 or
those little
15
actions.
little things like that like
It's somewhat like he's a hustler.
crazy.
He's-
Yeah.
He's down to like he like there's some people who won't take no for an answer
yeah
and have to like no like it I have to get this done. It doesn't matter how the fuck like I got to make it done. You guys wrapped up filming, still had to shoot, whatever. Let's go film it. Let's go out
Yeah.
there and film. Like there's
Yeah.
people who just got to get it done.
yeah no it's crazy to see it because you hear about stuff like that and you're like, oh, he's actually out here grinding. It's
Yeah.
awesome, man.
So, I mean, kudos to Ethan Berger, man.
Yeah, shout out to Ethan.
A
Big E.
great, hopefully triumphant bookend to this, to the line, bro. I
Yeah.
hope that this is the end of the line for you, bro. Oh well,
Yeah,
not-
yeah.
but,
The end, but the line, but also maybe the beginning of the line.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's crazy. This is his first thing he's directed. I think he's done a couple shorts, he's maybe done one short. I'm sure. I think he did one short and a couple music videos, and that's it. He just came out the gate swinging, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But this is gonna set it up so right. I mean,
Yeah, no, I mean he proved he knows what he's doing. And yeah, dude, he's just like a super passionate guy. So I'm stoked for him. I'm stoked you guys came out, man. I'm glad y'all got to see it. And I mean, I appreciate the stuff y'all are saying. It's really interesting to hear other people think, right? Because like, well, yeah, y'all didn't go to college. I didn't really go to college. I did like a couple semesters, but we've had some really interesting people say stuff to us at colleges because we've been going. We did a show at USC in California, LA, and there was a girl that kind of just, it was a Q&A.
Yeah.
But she like got the chance to ask a question, and it really wasn't a question. She just kind of like felt, which was awesome, but she felt like safe to like admit to us that like there was actually some things going on her campus that were weird. And
Whoa.
basically like they had a hazing incident gone wrong, and I guess she's roommates with one of the guys or something, and that like knows one of them and is asking about it, and the person that was speaking to her about it was basically kind of like gaslighting and blaming the fault on the victim of the situation, right?
Wow.
And like that's kind of what we're preaching about in this movie,
Yeah.
is that this is
that happens
crazy
in the
little
flick.
echo. Yeah, there's this little echo chamber you get in, and then it's just
You punched him. I saw you.
yeah,
I saw
yeah,
you.
yes, yeah. That's like the type of stuff. And then actually, I think so. Last night we had a public viewing start about an hour before the rest of the showings did. So I was at a Q&A for the better half of the later half, I guess, of the movie the one y'all were auditorium you were in watching, and this guy like was this guy kind of came out and he was like, he said he went to Penn State, but he just was like, I was in a fraternity, and this was exactly like my fraternity experience,
Whoa.
like verbatim, and it was like really like it was like a PTSD experience watching it. It was very comfortable.
Right?
Yeah. So that type of stuff is like, it's horrible to hear, but at the same time, it's like that's like one of the best compliments we
Right?
could get. So it's like fuck yeah, but I'm sorry. I'm
This is
sorry for your
real,
shit. But
yeah.
it's also like, yeah, dude, it's like, okay, this is real. And yeah, this is why we made the movie, you know?
It's eerie. So how did you then like
tap into
you
that?
you weren't in a frat. How did y'all do it
No.
apparently so crystal clear?
Yeah.
I feel like none of the people in it were.
No, none of us were. So
Like I was just doing improv, bro.
yeah, I was just making stuff
That's just
up,
me.
man. This
That's
is
just-
Oh,
just,
I did meet one of the actors. He said that when Alex went to tour a frat,
Mhm.
he said that
Yes.
they just hired him from the
Mhm.
frat. Like he was
Oh,
a finance
yeah.
major.
Yeah.
He was
Nick.
the what do you call that?
Yeah,
Like
Nick.
when you're like saying, "Hey, this is like when you hire someone from a different industry."
Oh.
To
Oh, I don't
be
know that
like, "Hey,
term.
this is how." Like if you were to hire a chef for the Bear, to be like, "Yeah, this is how chefs do things." What do you call that?
Like an
Advisor?
advisor?
Yeah, I guess he was your frat advisor.
Yeah. No,
Team, help me
that
out.
was
Come on,
you
you
know
guys
what
are-
we called them as jokingly but also seriously, it was authenticity advisors.
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
guess yeah.
That was
Authenticity
like, yeah.
advisor. That's
We-
hilarious
I
for a
wanted-
frat guy.
Yeah.
Would I say
yeah,
lit?
Yeah,
Would I say lit there? Would I say lit as fuck? Would I?
yeah.
Oh, I actually do have a question. There are no racial slurs in the movie. Was that talked
Mhm.
about?
Yeah, that was very heavily talked about. There's some definitely cuts where we had said some stuff, yeah, because they wanted options for that, but we weren't sure how far we needed to take it,
Yeah.
and so I
Because I
think,
feel like that is realistic for like,
it's
a southern frat. to
Yes.
be- yeah.
dude, the verbiage we used was actually light. That's probably ironically the least realistic thing because there's a lot of cursing and there's some dancing around some terms. But yeah, we like definitely censored it in a way. Where if it was real life, there would have been a lot more. Yeah, for sure. And that's like, so to point out, I think you maybe met Nick Basile. So great dude. That guy. So there was USC in Columbia. There was a fraternity there. I think it's SAE, and those guys were there. So one of the guys that brought the story to Ethan, his name is Zach Perdeau. He went there, and he's an alumni of that frat. And he basically, when this started to bubble up, and we were sending actors out to get into character, he took on Ethan, the director, Alex Wolff, and Austin Abrams, and they went to SAE in USC Columbia, South Carolina, and they spent like a couple weeks living in the frat, being
Whoa.
pledges, and and so Nick Basile and these other guys, Mason and Sal, were there, and they really took to everyone, and so they actually casted them in the movie. And Sal and Mason had smaller parts as pledges, but Nick actually played a brother. He played a sophomore, and Nick. None of them had ever acted, and especially Nick, never acting. He actually had to act. Like the other guys, they did great, but they had one-liners. It was like you can kind of get away with that, but Nick actually had to act. Like his first scene is the scene of him and Alex screaming at each other in a car.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
that was his first scene ever acting.
Whoa.
He just got dropped into Oklahoma, and they were like, "All right,
go,
just say stuff," and he did it, and he just like,
Really good though.
Yeah, he did a great job, dude. Now he's acting, and he's like doing classes, and he made an amazing short film recently, and I mean, he just got signed, and he's doing great, dude.
What?
Crazy.
Dude, I mean,
crazy.
that-
I was talking about the rap party. He was a sick kid.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's a nice guy, man.
That has to feel nuts.
Yeah.
The theater, this guy, all of that, like it's got to feel so good. So
Yeah, it's wild, and I think that was how like so talking about getting into character, like that's what happened to Alex. Alex got into character there. Austin got into character there. Ethan, I know, is eating it all up because he's constantly advising us, like as a director, which I loved. He would tell us stuff to think about, like he said a bunch of wild stuff to me, but he was like, one time he was like, I want you to consider if Mitch is gay or not.
Whoa,
And he
wait,
was
wait.
like,
About that,
don't.
yeah.
You guys talked about
literally
that?
talked about
Yeah,
that
we
after
talked
the
Crazy.
movie.
That's
Yeah.
We
nuts.
literally talked about that after the movie. Isaac was like, dude, I don't know. I was on the second because he watched it at Tribeca as well.
Oh,
He was
okay,
like,
okay.
dude, on the second watch, maybe what? Like,
That's
Wait,
so.
wait,
That's
go
actually
off
so
on
cool
that.
to hear
Go off
you
on that.
say
What
that.
were you-
Yeah.
what do you say?
That's sick that you guys actually had a conversation about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. So we just a ton of work went in everybody's character like that, where basically Ethan was having like one-on-ones with us, where we were doing method work and trying to figure out how that person thinks, you know. And so the homoeroticism and the homophobia is a huge part of the film,
Yeah.
and because it is a huge part of the culture, you know, that's what's happening in most of those spaces. And so, you know, with my character, it was like basically what really started that conversation was Ethan suggested a bunch of movies. One of those movies was to watch The Last Detail and kind of really focus on Jack Nicholson's character.
Okay.
And Ethan has this like hot take theory
Theory.
that Nicholson is gay in that movie.
Okay, like Top
closeted
Gun, like
closeted
what-
gay. Yeah. So it's like
Okay.
it's weird. So he's like you know, for any nerds out there that want to watch it, you know, it's like for any film nerds, it's like basically his theory is that in the last scene, Nicholson is like basically having this little moment where he's he's basically like I fucking this other character and like really kind of I guess somewhat sad that he didn't maybe make this move on this person.
Okay.
Anyway, so that was his thing, right? That boiled over into this, and he was like, I want you to kind of like basically kind of absorb that, and I want you to bring it to this character. I don't want you to tell me what your decision is on the character. You don't really have to make a decision, but you should like ask the question for the character, right?
Whoa.
And so that was my thing. I was just like, okay, I need to basically, I think the take I took for Mitch was like extremely closeted gay. So
Yeah.
extreme that he doesn't even know he's gay.
Okay.
And he can't figure out like why he hates his life type of
Okay.
extreme closeting.
Does
So
would a person like that still, because what we were talking about in our conversation was like perhaps your character was so closeted but maybe had like kind of a crush on the
Geddes O'Brien.
Geddes O'Brien character.
Yeah.
and that's why that relationship is so
I don't know if he had a crush, but he was an asshole, dude.
I mean, not
Yeah,
even that-
dude.
No, from the
Dude.
get go.
I know. I was about to say, Jacob and I feel totally like I was like kind of not on the side, but I understood that character. That's kind of
Yeah.
like, dude, why am I wearing this fucking helmet?
Oh,
why am I doing
100%.
this thing?
yeah.
But Jacob was like, good riddance,
Dude. It was just like from the get go, like, hey, nice to meet you. He was just like, fuck you. I was like, what?
Isaac and Jacob both said, quote, at the same time, he had it coming.
yeah.
I was
No,
like,
no.
what?
I do
Oh
I
my
do like the
God.
argument that he makes in the movie when, you know, he's kind of getting
Yeah, when it's escalating.
fucked with, and he's just like, dude, like, you're a man. You're telling me you wouldn't stand up for yourself if this was happening to you?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
100%. He didn't have to
All
be an
'cause it's a
asshole
tradition.
before it. Yeah, all because it's tradition, you know?
Right. Right.
Quick break from the pod.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Quick little break from the podcast. Just a shout out. I have another YouTube channel called @3floating. It's a flesh and blood trading card game YouTube channel. We, you know, can teach you how to play. We do gameplay videos, do vlogs for different tournaments that we go to. Yeah, so if you want to pick up a new hobby, pick up a new little friend group, check out Flesh and Blood and check out 3floating. Woo.
Now we're back to the pod.
To quickly pivot, and I don't know how long but you
No,
were in
yeah.
a movie called Sweet Dreams. Yeah, I want to watch it so bad. I wish I had time today.
It's in the
but
plane
check
with Blue Beetle.
Wait, no way.
Yeah, it's on Delta.
Yeah, it's
Whoa,
crazy.
so if you're flying Delta out there,
Somebody sent me a picture of me in a headrest. I was like, that's crazy.
no way.
Yeah, that's I was like,
Dude, you
I'm
know
like,
you
sick.
made it.
Wait,
yeah.
Dude, 10,000 feet in the air?
yeah.
How trippy would that be, though, to just be like in South Carolina, flying to, you know, Maine to go visit your
Yeah.
grandma, and your childhood best friend is in Pit Vipers,
Dude.
like on the screen in front of you. You're like, what the fuck is that, Bo? And you like
Dude.
see him move right. You're like, holy fuck, that's Bo.
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah.
I
that-
remember when you were filming that. You were in LA, and I got to see you for a night, and I came up to you, and you just had this crazy suntan. You had this crazy like
Yeah,
pit
Bogo's
viper
method for everything.
pit viper suntan. I was like, damn, bro, what have you been doing? And you're like, man, I'm in this new baseball movie, bro. Like,
Just
I've
getting
been wearing these
sunburnt.
Yeah, I was like, they don't have sunscreen. You're like, nah, man, it's for the character. It's for the
Yeah,
character,
just
bro.
getting fried, dude. Jesus. No, dude, that was
I need some melanin.
oh yeah, dude, I was actually getting sunburned. It sucked, but it
You're like
worked.
showering. You're like,
It worked.
"Ah."
Yeah, the skin was like leather.
Did you
It's
peel?
just- Thankfully not. No, I don't know. I've got stem cells, I guess, and something, whatever. I don't usually peel, thankfully. But dude, it's actually funny. So that movie, Sweet Dreams, the director of that was the producer on the line. So he just called me up and asked if I wanted to do it, and I was like, sure. I don't really know what we're doing, but sure. And then we get there, and 9 out of 10 scenes, he's just like, all right, everyone else is here, and then Bo's there. And then I'm like, okay. And he's like, you're gonna point the camera at Bo, and then Bo just say something. It's like, dude, you're doing too much. Man. Come on. And then he's like, what am I supposed to do? He's like, just talk shit to everyone. I was like, dude, what? What? Dude, I'm like, okay, man, cool. I fucking am.
Dude, that's gonna be
Yeah.
a great clip of just going, what, dude, what?
Yeah,
It's like-
yeah.
Wait, can I just say something? The last time you were on the podcast, we were laughing about how you're Theo Von. Whenever you chat, there's always something, and now you're in a flick with Theo Von.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. They manifested that. Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna say who's in the movie. It's Theo Von,
Johnny
Bobby Lee,
Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville,
Gata,
Gata,
Dumbfounded,
Dumbfounded,
Mo.
Mo
Mo?
Armor,
dude.
I mean, it
Kate
was-
Upton,
Kate Upton
right? Did I get that wrong?
No,
She's
wait.
tall. She's tall and
from
blonde.
Sports Illustrated.
Yes.
Oh, Kate
She
Upton.
dates
Kate
a
Upton
Dodger.
from middle school. Kate Upton.
She dates a Dodger. Are you know one from middle school?
No. That's
She
like when
was
that's when I knew
popular
her.
while
That's
we were
when
in
I
middle
knew her.
school, she was really famous.
Oh yeah, sure. I didn't know who she was till the movie.
No way.
All right, yeah. Well, this sounds
No,
cool. This
you're
sounds
right.
too cool.
Wait,
Oh my
really?
god. No, I had no idea who she was.
My God.
Well, so I guess I don't even really remember the premise of the film, but for some reason they had to get girls on the team.
Okay.
I think it was supposed to be co-ed or something. So
Okay.
they like whatever happened, they had to get girls on the team. And so I just remember one day girls came to the set, and I was like, oh, well, this is cool. They got girls on the team now. And so anyway, whatever. I just didn't know who they were, and ended up just talking to her for like 20, 30 minutes while we were like, I don't know, whatever, doing breakfast, and how that goes. And then like a couple hours later, I was like, somehow I think I saw her Instagram. I was like, why does she have like 10 million followers?
Yeah.
And then I texted my group chat with my buddies. I was like, who knows who Kate Upton is? And then they're just like, dude, you're ridiculous. We hate you. I'm just like, all right, well, she's here.
Well, you're like, well,
Just
she's
say
here,
breakfast with her.
Just ate breakfast with Kate Upton.
If anyone wants a video, if anyone wants a cameo, I got you guys. Hey, Kate, you don't mind? I have my buddy's on FaceTime. Can you say hi to? Sorry.
Yeah, can you say you can? I'm just gonna FaceTime like 10 people real quick. Kate, you just want to hang out?
So what are you doing now, dude? You're finishing up the press tour.
Yeah, we're finishing up the
Where you
press
heading after
tour.
this?
What's next for
Yeah,
Bo
you're in New York.
Ryder
Where are you going
Mitchell?
after this? You're going to LA. Are you doing more screenings? This episode comes out on October 22nd.
Oh wow,
Today.
today. Yeah, so as of today, what day is it? October 22nd.
That's next Tuesday.
Yeah.
this
Tuesday.
Right,
no,
this
okay, this
Tuesday.
next
Today.
Tuesday. No, we have some more opportunities if you're in LA to see it at
Okay.
a boutique theaters. We have 3 showings at Los Feliz 3
Okay.
in
Lamel's.
in Los Feliz, yeah. And I think there's a 25th, 26th, and 29th.
Nice.
And their evening showings, you can go on the Los Feliz 3 website and get tickets. What else do we have?
Are you going to be at any of those?
Yeah, we're doing Q&As of those. So
Okay.
there's also Q&As. So you can see me and the director will be there, and maybe 1 or 2 other actors will be
Yeah.
there.
And that's always the coolest experience. If you've
yeah.
never been
Dude,
there before,
yeah,
if
Yeah.
you've never
it's
done
so
that,
sick.
like when you have the context or you have the people, when you're able to see the director in front of you who has spent 15 years working on the
Mhm,
project, who gets
mhm.
to talk about why this is important,
Yeah.
it's just life changing.
Yeah, it's really cool to hear people ask like, questions. Like I said, we had some crazy experiences so far, so I'm always game for it. And I mean, yeah, I think after all that, we're kind of done. There's supposed to be a there's supposed to be a college tour, but they're still
Okay.
working that out. And
Okay.
then after that, we have AMC's releasing it like cross country.
When?
Somewhat limited, but it's AMC is releasing it limitedly across the country the 25th. So yeah, so that you can go ahead and start buying tickets on the
AMC
on the
website.
web. I think AMC has on the website, and then we have
Whoa.
pretty convoluted URL. So just whatever, check out
just
my Instagram or
by the
something.
time this episode comes out, we'll figure out the link.
Yeah.
It'll be in the description. Check it out. Utopia.
Yeah.
AMC.
Hey.
They'll probably have info
Yeah.
on how to further watch the movie. But definitely do it, especially if you're a fan of Bo and Cobra Kai, and you're like, wait, what the heck? I want to see him do something different.
Yeah.
This is
Very different.
a
You
great.
want to see somebody get Brooksed?
Yeah, dude.
For real
What if
this
you said
time?
that?
For real this time?
What if you, dude? What if you said?
Just
dude,
whoopah!
Completely came out of character for that. Just yeah.
Look into the
That's
camera.
how you got into character.
Yeah, I just channeled this. Who knew this whole time Brooks was actually
All new
Brooks
teeth.
just became a fraternity character. Yeah, all new teeth and everything, dude. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
So what's the thing that you would want to do next?
Like just in life?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man. Good question.
have to be
Because
industry
let's
related,
say start of the next year, right? You said
Yeah.
we're all kind of winding down. It's winter out here in New York. It's about to be winter.
Y'all are funny with
You
this New
know,
York shit.
Yeah. Like,
What do you mean,
it's
bro?
about
I'm
to
in
be-
Brooklyn.
I
Dude,
know.
I'm proud about where I live.
Real
Fucking
chilly
sue
out.
me.
It's about to be mad brick outside.
Yo,
you know,
I'm always bricked outside.
Yeah, we're about to be bricked in the brick outside.
Yo, I'm about to be bricked in the Bronx, bro. Bricked in Brooklyn.
I'm bricked up with the Bronx.
Yeah, you should go to the Bronx and see what's going on over in the Bronx, man.
soy bricked up.
Yeah.
Hey, yo soy bricked up in the Bronx, hey. Yeah, so what is it? What
Yeah,
is the next
so what
thing?
what are we doing in the new year, bro? What's
Bricked
what's
up
our
where?
goal?
Man, where are we gonna be bricked up in the new year? Good question. I'm gonna be spending a lot more time out in LA and doing some more film work. You know, doing more of this stuff. My goal is to have more roles like this. You know, we've had amazing time doing stuff like Cobra Kai and other series I've done, but I wanna focus on like character driven stuff with like actual arcs, you know, that we can build out and work with hopefully work with homies, you know. We could maybe we all do something together. I don't know. Working with people that I'm comfortable with is great. Building chemistry is always tricky, and then you kind of just get like thrown a dud sometimes. Like you can be both great actors, but you don't sync up, you know. So like it's nice to work with people, you know. I'd love to keep doing that. But at the same time, I'm happy to work with anyone, man. So I just want to do this more, and then outside of that, really just kind of enjoy being here, you know, enjoy being alive for a little while. You know, sometimes you forget to do that. You know, you just kind of get like wrapped up of thinking about being bricked up in the Bronx, you know, and you
Dude,
can't
it's so
you can't
funny
enjoy
you say
life.
that because I recently was I forget if I was reading up or listening to something that said like it would be really great if you could, you know, every 60 days do like a thing, right? Where you just say once a quarter, I'm gonna do a thing.
Dude, I saw the same
you know,
exact video.
You know, once a
Really?
year,
Yeah.
right? Like I'll have a defining year.
Every
Like,
year you
every
do a
year
defining thing.
You do a defining year.
Yeah.
So this year was like, okay, this is the year that I released my first EP. Boom. You know, for the next year, you set like a goal so that you could at any point go back to a year and think, you know, what did I do? that
Oh,
year?
I see. I
You
see.
know? And then every quarter you try a new thing or you do a
Mini
new experience,
adventure.
a mini adventure. So that by the time, you know, you're 80, if you can keep up that schedule, you'll have 260 however many things that you wouldn't have necessarily done because you're just on the day-to-day. When you're just on the day-to-day, it's hard to see all that,
Right.
you know, in the future when you're just on the grind, like
Or be
trying
present.
to like
Yeah.
catch up and basically just be like, especially on sets, dude. I could say from Cobra Kai, like the pace that we're working at and how much energy and how much time and all of that, you're kind of just it's the war of that day.
It zips.
You're kind of like
Yeah.
you're in
You're
that.
just like
so
locked in on this.
if you could say, you know, boom, once every other month, like I want to start kind of doing
that.
something like that. Especially because our schedules are so like
Yeah, this is the big thing that I have for this year is I moved to New York.
Okay.
I've always wanted to do that, and so I can say like 2024 is when I moved to New York.
Boom.
Yeah, you guys moved here. I'm looking around, man. Y'all in this thing, man.
I know, we already got. There's already ginger and
know,
a half
yeah.
open
Bro, my
avocado.
Himamaru's on the counter, bro.
Yeah, it's great. I mean,
Yeah, we
there's
already
like,
got coasters on the Pelican case. So we're basically in the Bronx.
Yeah, man, you're basically in the Bronx.
I'm wearing Peyton's fuzzy socks, bro.
That's-
Life,
yeah.
life is up.
Like y'all are moved in, man.
So what do you want to do next year? You
yeah,
don't have to
good
call it out right
question.
now, but
Tell us
like-
now.
No, I didn't know right now. No, well, yeah. I mean, I act more.
Okay.
We'll try to keep it.
We
like,
wanna see
we'll try to keep
you
it concise.
Lead a film.
Yeah, that'd be great. Let's lead a film. How about that? I mean, for me, it's like, yeah, lead a
Because
film.
how does that feel? Because you're such a thus far such an outstanding. I mean, the guy's Oscar nominated.
Y'all are
Did you
crazy.
fucking know?
Y'all are
I mean, it's
chill.
not true. You ever seen DeKalb?
Oh my
Cal
god.
Elementary, you heard? I mean-
DeKalb Elementary, man.
Oh no, not elementary.
Yeah, no,
that
DeKalb
was on?
Elementary. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, it's on Vimeo, YouTube for
yeah,
free.
like you've made your role so big, even if it wasn't
Thank you.
to start off with. But we want to see you lead something, bro.
Yeah, man. Let's go. Whoever
But
we
what are
need
you
to
gonna
add,
lead?
whatever
You're
we
gonna
need
do
to
a
say.
war flick? Are you gonna do
That'd
Fury?
be crazy.
Fury
That would
too?
be
I would love to see you
crazy.
sprinting around with a gun, like.
Bro, dude, how
Yeah,
crazy
oh
would
my
that be?
God.
Oh, yeah.
We all went to war together.
I could do it.
Yeah, I
90.
think- yeah. Yeah. You would kill it. How do
Where
you?
did that come from?
How can you speak like 3 sentences in like 8 different languages? It's like such a peculiar little talent you have. Yeah, that's amazing, dude. I really don't know. I mean, I would say leading a film would be great. So let's say that, throw that in the mix. I mean, we talked about this earlier. I want to do the van thing.
Okay.
I think that just would. It's been something I thought about. I've been thinking about for 3 or 4 years, and then every time I come back to it in the back of my head, it's like still cool. And then I got the chance to actually do a few weeks in Alaska in a van I rented, and so I was like, okay, I did it. I survived. It was cool. So I think it's not gonna be one of those things when you do something like that and you get in it for the first night and you're like, wait a minute, what have I
Yeah.
gotten myself into here?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be able to actually enjoy it. So that would be cool. And just hanging with the fam. I'm trying to build some. I'm trying to do some real estate development in my hometown. We need more like affordable affordable, but also eco-friendly like living spaces where I'm from. Most of the stuff is it's just tough. It's weird. It's like the city that I'm from is on this weird cusp of growing from rural to like a properly incorporated suburban area. So in this transition period it's really funky. We have a ton of traveling professionals coming to work in our city, but they have nowhere to stay, and they're staying in these like nothing wrong with it, but they're staying in like 30, 40-year-old mobile homes that are just like really dilapidated and like
Cheap, fast.
and and that's if you're like a traveling nurse, you don't want to do that. And so if we don't have the employees coming, essentially, that's my dad. Sorry. How does this thing keep coming off ring? Okay, anyway.
If
you don't have the
traveling
place for them
employees
to come,
in, have a place for them to stay, they're not going to come.
right. And if they don't come, then the business doesn't
Yeah.
grow. And if the business doesn't grow, then the town doesn't grow.
Yeah.
So I love economics. I love business,
Yeah, this is
all
like-
that stuff. So like for me, I think about that and I care about my hometown and I see that problem. So developing that is really important. And I think what we're going to do is create a couple micro communities with tiny homes and
Oh yeah.
just basically set it up so that people can kind of, get these 3 to 500 square foot units.
Yeah.
And people can come in and out on like month to month basis. And and then help provide some opportunities like that for people to, either, and even just move up, right? Because there's also a huge gap. Say you could be working a decent job, but then again, you're in like a dilapidated living space. And
Yeah.
that's just like not healthy mentally,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's
And
not
it's-
conducive for like upward mobility.
Right,
You're
right.
not thinking like what. Yeah, it keeps your mind a little trapped.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a hole in the roof, man, it's just gonna
Yeah.
like put a a damper on you,
Yeah,
you know. And I mean, there's also things like that are happening in some of these units that people are living in. Have asbestos, mold,
Yeah.
lead paint. Because I'm talking like we got stuff. It's the southeast. Like some of the oldest area in the country.
Yeah.
That has been essentially colonized and built, and so you have these 200, 300-year-old places that have some toxic stuff in them,
Yeah.
right? So you have like industry growing, but you have nowhere for people to go and actually live. And then, like I said, there's also creating this disparity in the economy gap for middle class, lower class, upper class. So the middle class is having a tough time growing, and the lower class is actually getting kind of held down more because you don't have a place that you can really be comfortable calling home. So trying to create some stuff like I just went on a tangent.
Anything you
Sorry,
can-
but
no,
trying
no,
to create
anything
some
you can
stuff
shout
like
out.
that.
Anything yet? Like specific
No.
places that you can check out.
Yeah, well, yeah. So I mean, we're working on some stuff. I mean, there's a ton of if you want to help people do this, you can look up like micro communities throughout the southeast, like Asheville's doing them right now.
because of the hurricanes. Right now.
Yeah, and so stuff like that. If you want to help out with things like that, but right now I don't have an entity set up, but that's
Heck yeah.
it's coming next year. So there you go. That's
Fine.
We'll do a little
Dude,
follow up. No, one thing
yeah.
that I do or did love hearing last night at the premiere was all of your boys just talking about growing up with you and how you would take care of them and were sort of like a mentor with them at the skate park. Like it was cool to hear them talk about you that way.
Yeah, thanks, dude. That's rad. Yeah, I love those guys. They're like it's a cool mix of people that really came and really appreciate. Like I have some amazing friends, and it's like it's weird. I feel like I live alternate lives. I have like you guys, we know each other. We're friends and we work together, and you guys see this like we do this acting thing together, But then they are like also friends. We do this skateboarding thing together. So it's always fun when the worlds can kind of meet, and yeah, it's just awesome. And a lot
It's
of
like
those,
the Bo Multiverse.
yeah, we got the Bo Multiverse here.
Bo
One,
Mitchell.
one thing I kept meeting, like you had so many of your friends there, and I just kept meeting more and more people. And we were just like, oh, who do you know here? And I was like, Bo. They're like, oh, me too. And I was like, oh my God. And just the phrase I
Amazing.
kept coming back to was like, hey man, it's just Bo's world and we're living in it.
Dude, they're amazing. I love those guys, dude. It's funny because there's some of them there that were like 20, 21, and I'm practically 30, so it's like there's some of those guys were really like mentees, like I taught them how to skate, and a few friends taught them how to skate, and then when there's things like this happening, it's like the opportunity. I'll give them the opportunity to like come out, like, hey, look,
Yeah.
please come, like, would love to hang out with you, man, and get them out of town, because they need to see the world. A lot of them never been to New York until this weekend.
We
Yeah.
love that. We always do the same. Like it's always traveling just expands your worldview so much,
Yep.
and you only know what you know. So getting the opportunity to, totally like it's so fun to get to, and especially New York.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
I remember I came with some people who had never been to New York, and they were walking through Times Square, kind of like almost a little like not crying, but like, holy crap, this is so crazy.
Yeah.
It's-
It's like when New York, again, it's a good example. When you see the city, like one of my buddies said this. He was like,
Flying in.
yeah, he was flying. He's like, yeah, man, I remember I was looking out the window and like we were flying still, but the skyscrapers were higher than we were. And I was like, damn, we in the city.
Yo, yeah, that's a bar.
yeah.
Yo,
Skyscrapers are higher than we are.
Yeah. dude.
jet on a tarmac,
Yeah.
skyscraper.
Oh my gosh, yeah, dude, that is amazing. That was so funny, dude. I love that perspective too, because it's just like
Then to drive into the Bronx.
Yeah.
puppy.
To be like,
Hey,
"Whoa."
puppy.
And then to be like, wait, what?
yeah,
The
they
bodega?
they
Hey,
got
what's
a
up, Bertrand?
reality check. Yeah, dude, they're amazed by that stuff too. It's so awesome. They're just like they can't believe that every corner has got everything. You know, it's just
New
like
York is like Disney World.
Yeah,
You're like, you got, Animal Kingdom.
yeah.
You got Epcot.
There's a
you
dead
got-
rat right there.
There's dead rat.
Dude.
Bo, we always love having you on, bro. Thank you for taking the time out of your day, bro. And
Of
I know that
course.
you're doing your tour and you're hanging, but we love getting to chat with you and
Dude,
appreciate the time.
thank you guys, man. Yeah, this is always
We're so
a
proud
pleasure.
of you too, bro.
Dude,
It's like
thank
it's so
you.
crazy to like even right now, like nothing's coming out, nothing's like happening, but to have you, someone that we know that we're able to cheer for, it's always great. So
Si se puede,
Thank you,
papi.
dude. Thank you, man. I appreciate you guys, dude. And right back to y'all. Y'all are killing it, man. Y'all are out here in New York,
yeah,
man.
they're
Just
like, what? Dude,
enjoying life,
yeah.
man. You know, you got your stuffed doll version of
Dude.
yourself, man.
Oh, don't
You
worry, I
know,
have the
and-
stuffed
and
doll
the
version of you
beanie
too.
and oh, that's crazy.
Quick break from the pod.
Hey, wait up, everybody.
We're taking a quick break from the podcast to ask you a couple of questions. 1, are you in the Los Angeles area? 2, are you around November 2nd and 3rd? 3, do you like 88 Rising? 4, do you like poke? And 5, have you wanted to meet producer, podcast extraordinaire JMKM? If you've answered yes to any of these questions, check out
Unreal Poke coming to the 88 Rising, Head in the Clouds Neighborhood Night Market.
That's right. If you like Joe G, Rich Brian, or JMKM, you're going to want to head on November 2nd and 3rd to the Head in the Clouds 88 Rising Night Market Neighborhood Festival. Jordan has some really great poke. Unreal Poke, if you haven't heard already, is Jordan's pop-up, soon to be brick and mortar. So check out his poke while you can, while it's cheap.
While it's
because,
cheap. Before he blows up, get in early.
once it's a chain, baby.
It ain't never the same.
Now we're back to the pod.
Can you lead us into Song of the Week, y'all? And tell us your songs of the week. We'll see what Joe can put us on, or Bo can put us on to.
My song of the week is Vana by 808 and J
Vana
Book.
by okay.
Vana.
And my song of the week is Been Thinking About You, Xolo. It is Photo ID, Remy Wolf, Dominic Fike.
Hey.
Fire. Love that one. Jacob loves that one too.
Yeah.
Pictures of my friends on my Instagram
And photos on my toes on my OnlyFans.
Visuals of these frames up. Okay, Jacob, what's your
I'm
song?
ready
bro?
when you want to pick that pop up, pull a Polaroid. Let me see. Oh, I've been listening to this song on repeat for a while. It is the Dan OP. It is Otonoke by Creepy Nuts.
Hey, Dan to Dan. I haven't watched it yet, but
Dude,
it seems amazing.
it's pretty insane. I got to see it in the theater. They did a special event where you got to watch the
Okay.
first 3 episodes.
Hmm.
And I took Peyton and a couple of my friends who do not watch anime at all. And this is one of the
Oh,
wackiest
it's wacky.
like
Yeah.
shows you could show someone.
Yeah.
And they all just lost it. There's a part where Turbo Granny tilts her head sideways. She goes, "Let me gobble that weenie," and everyone was
Okay.
like, "What?"
Yeah, yeah. Were you guys watching? Were you watching subbed or dubbed?
Sub.
Okay, that makes it a little better.
Yeah. So she was
Makes
like,
it a little less
Yeah.
crazy.
"Oh gosh, terumitai."
Yeah. That one. It's like if you.
But can
If
you
it-
imagine being Japanese though?
No, I know.
That is what it's.
Yeah, like it is. Let me gobble that weenie.
I always wonder what's truly lost in context because, like, I feel like their language
for
is
sure.
it's
Oh.
very special. They can,
Right.
One of
they
the main
have
languages
40
that-
words for gobble.
yeah, and they also have, one word can mean 40 things,
Yeah.
and so, and for us, it's like when it's translated to English, I think things get lost. I never know really what.
How true it is that what we're getting.
Yeah. And I mean, especially like I do that. I actually question a lot when I'm reading manga, but I say manga like a redneck. Anyway, manga. But
Nah,
whatever.
bro. Ever
Wait, I
since
thought you
I've
were
known
eating. I thought you were talking about the fruit. I
No,
thought you were
the
talking-
mango? No.
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 You've been saying that since I met you, bro. So I'm like,
Yeah,
respect,
dude.
like,
Yeah. I'm
you gotta
fried.
read
I got
before
a
me,
mango.
like-
You got to do one of the sentences. Mango.
Mango.
No, but dude,
Thank-
the Japanese language is so cool. They have a word.
Jacob, we're in Song of the Week, bro.
They have a
Thank
word.
you. Song of the week. Okay,
Dude,
okay.
they have a word for when the light shines through flittering leaves and casts like those types of shadows, and the feeling you
Seppuku.
get when you.
That's what it's called. No?
That's crazy. Yeah, that's the type of song I'm talking about. So anyway, so that's what. So your song?
Otonoke
Okay.
So your
Bye.
so your song
by Creepy Nuts.
Okay.
Okay.
By Creepy Nuts.
What's your song, Bo?
I'm gonna go with shout out one of the homies that came to see me, DJ Dollarmenu. He's got a song out right now called "Welcome Mat" with DJ Lucas, and they're both. I think they're both DJ. Well, they're both definitely DJs, but they also both rap. And it's really good, man.
DJ
It's really
Dollarmenu.
good. Shout out DJ Dollarmenu.
Lucas.
Dude, so does that mean when he starts to get bigger, he's gonna be like, he's gonna have to change his name?
I don't
Yeah,
know what
Dollarmenu.
he's gonna
DJ
do.
Flemings.
He's actually speaking of New York. He dropped a I don't know. It's like I don't know where you can find it, but he dropped an MF Doom like cover EP.
Oh.
Yeah, he covered 3 or 4 MF Doom songs, and he killed it, dude. Like it was so good.
When you find it later, text it to us and we'll put it in.
Yeah.
DJ
Thanks,
Dollarmenu.
dude.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, my song is gonna be "Running from Sunshine" by Mayer. New song that came out. I've been listening to it all day. That's it.
Running from sunshine.
That's it. Bo Mitchell, again, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. We love you, bro.
And Bo, shout out the libido of the week.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
who is it?
Just pick any name.
libido of the week.
Yeah, so basically we have
Libido of the week. Yeah.
we have the bonus. We have like a paywall version of the podcast, right?
Okay.
And these are our subscribers.
They're called
Super
libidos.
Lobito. 'Cause
Oh.
it's Lone Lobos. So
Yes,
a little wolf.
lobito.
A little wolf is a lobito.
Lobito.
Yeah.
I
Libido.
heard libido.
that's the
Yes,
play on
super-
it.
Yeah,
super
okay,
libido.
okay. You're
super libido.
So what's their name?
oh.
I'm sorry.
Erica Jade.
Erica J. Super Lobito. Okay.
Super Lobito, Erica Jade. Wow. Amazing, Erica. Wow. We're so grateful for you.
Erica, thanks for supporting the pod. We love
Arigato
you.
ne,
We
arigato.
love all of our Super Lobitos, but Erica J,
Anytime.
we love you especially. So we appreciate you. If you want to check out more merch, all of that, link is in the description. And
We have more
you can check out.
Bo.
Yeah, what?
We
More
have more
Mo.
Bo and more
More Bo
Bo.
where?
on Supercast.
Yeah, if you like
that's
this
right.
episode,
Aside from the bonus, there's actually more because we're gonna put more clips up.
But wait, there's more. And thanks for that. Let's wrap up. See you next week.
All right.
Welcome to this week's episode of the recap, the Lobitos Fantasy, the Lobito League. I am one of your 4 hosts today, maybe one of your 5 hosts, potentially Xolo Maridueña, joined by my friends here, Fred, the Baja Blasters, and the Jazz Cats. Welcome, boys. Thank you so much for hopping on this week. We have had some upsets. I thought, going into the Monday match always is the one to, throw things off, because going into Sunday.
Wait, I can't see you guys. Okay, wait. What's up, everybody?
Hi, Jacob.
The bouncer?
Yo, give me my $10, bro. Where's my $20?
Oh my
Give me my
God.
$20, bro.
I knew you.
I'm at the bar, bro.
You were dodging us.
Bro, give me my money. Yo, give me my money.
$10 for drafting your team.
Dude, give me my money, bro. Yo, give me my running back.
Lamar Jackson is the new Christian McCaffrey. It doesn't even matter with Lamar Jackson. He literally wins every single week.
Yo, give me my fucking money, bro. Where's my money? Give me my quarterback. My running back. Give me my running back.
Kenneth Walker the third, dude.
Bro, Isaac boonked it from you.
Dude, I love it, you, because all of your running backs scored like 10 more points than they were supposed to. I just looked, bro, my defense, I thought I got 3 points. Bro, I got -3 points, bro. I got -3 points.
Very
I
one
still
of
won.
them.
Dude, okay.
But his
I will say-
player broke his foot in the last 46 seconds of the game. He's out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, well, boo fucking who? Mike Evans, he got his hamstring hurt, bro. I read that. He's out. He has a red O next to his name, bro.
Chris
Y'all
Godwin is
AI
out rest
told
of
me.
season, but Mike Evans has a hamstring.
Dude, that's fucked up. Hey, but I'm at this bar right now because I left my card here before I moved to New York, and they fucking had it, bro. I got my card back.
Wow.
Dude, today is looking up, and I got a parking spot right in front, dude. I got a spot right in front.
Wow. Well,
I'm proud of you.
your life is looking
Bought in
up.
front,
You are one
card,
person
$10
to
richer.
the freaking Super Bowl as well. Jordan,
Yeah,
do we have to look so that
Isaac-
Jacob can see it before he has to hit the road? Isaac, what?
Oh, I was just say, Isaac, I'm sorry, you suck. I feel bad.
Isaac literally thought I broke the news to him.
Well, Busters.
What is
my
that
God.
shot?
I waited 7
What is
weeks for
that
this.
video?
7 weeks. I waited for you to clear everyone else so that I could have my chance at you.
I have
Oh,
something to
God.
show you guys. I created this because this is
What
the
is
freaking
this?
That's us, and then that's the West Side Otters. You see how we're up here and we're down there?
This,
I
bro.
hope I win
You're
this
cheating
week.
with data now.
But I just gotta tell you, Freakamas, this is for
I hear
the
no
times that
sound or
Freakama
video.
peed on my bed, farted in my room, licked my ears while I slept.
Stink.
You're on the
You silly
phone.
poop, because you stink. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish.
Why would you name your team the West Side Otters when you just moved to the West Coast? Like, talk about commitment. And I don't know, maybe you should just stick to, want to be rapper and actor. And just stick with your little Taco Bell paid sponsorship.
Dude, she's cooking you, bro.
Besitos.
God, I'm so
You're going down! West Side Otter Pup suck! You're a loser!
What?
I won. That's
Oh.
right. What?
Isaac, what?
Dude, but he left.
What is up, Lobitos Nation? You know who it is, the Guangdong Rhinos GM here. We're back to number 1, back on top, and this week we got the Baja Blasters. There's not much to say. My boy Drew, he stole his name from a soda. He's been having a rough couple of weeks. So we're gonna put him out of his misery. Let's go, Rhinos on top, and we're staying number 1, baby.
Some people think, eating Taco Bell va contra las reglas de los latinos. Like there's such a thing.
What's up, y'all? It's the GM of the Funny Money Badgers here, coming into our Week 7 predictions, going up against Anthony, the Jazz Cats. I'm thinking we win by at least 5 points. Anthony's a great guy. He really is. Stand up, dude. Stand up, dude, for sure. He's getting wrecked this week.
Bro.
After I win and the Guangdong Tigers lose. Hate to see you in 6th, buddy, but some things just have to happen that way.
Why do you get close to the camera, bro? Why do you start back here?
Oh, goodness. Well, do you have anything to say, Isaac, Anthony, Drew?
I can't go on like this, dude.
What, dude? You are so we're having a patch project. You might be our first person to get the negative points patch. What's happening? Can you Baker Mayfield isn't enough. What's happened? Why did you decide? Oh my God!
Dude, stop! I don't need backseat driver. And, oh God, I don't know.
Dude,
I'm
yes.
gonna put my lineup into Chat GPT next week, and just whatever comes out, comes out.
It's not a bad idea.
Yes, Josh is putting the
dude,
is putting the 0.8 and downs here. But Anthony, Isaac, I got the pleasure of getting to watch the Monday night game with Isaac today, and as he was fighting neck and neck with Lamar Jackson, and the Claremont Carews, and we watched as Chris Godwin broke his foot.
Wait, Chris Godwin broke his foot?
In the fourth quarter. Yeah, in the fourth quarter, Isaac needed 4 points, and he got the catch, and someone ran over his foot, and
He's fucking snapped, bro.
and he's gone rest of season. It's looking like. But this is the story of Isaac's season so far, basically.
God hates me.
Godwin, not God.
Godwin
hates you, bro. But
Me and Tony put in a trade. I don't know if you guys saw that notification.
I know.
Don't collude with Tony, bro. That guy's that guy spends like 90 hours a week on the fucking fantasy football waiver wire. I don't know what he does from the hours of 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. All he does is go on the fantasy football waiver wire and go on dates with his girlfriend. There's nothing in between. That guy does not need any help. We need God.
Dude, we can't let him win. I mean, I'm trying my best here, boys.
Well, I want a good running back. That's all I want. I sent my
Tony made me crash out last year, and he's gonna make me crash out this year. I can't.
Dude, well, Drew, maybe you and the Otter Pups can make a trade. You know?
Yeah, maybe
we can climb out of the gutters together.
Yeah, maybe.
You need Kareem Hunt or what?
Yeah, we can collude. I give you all my best players, and in return,
I mean, do you have? I mean, I don't need a quarterback, but we'll figure it out.
I don't know.
So should I not give Tony AJ Brown?
Do not give Tony AJ. Do not trade with Tony. Do not trade Tony. He's the only football head here, and all he does all day is look at the waiver wire and look at the players and the trends.
Yeah,
all of a sudden he knows how to do like trend analysis and advanced data analytics and.
I mean, Anthony's trying to get in first place. He's just taking notes from first place. You know, can you blame him? I mean, he's getting players from the number 1 seed.
I don't want to talk about, bro. I'm depressed. I really did lose the will to live this weekend.
I mean, we still have many weeks.
There's a lot of game left. There's a lot of season left.
There's a lot of season left.
Zen.
I mean, people are
still,
at
the peach tree.
You don't. You do have to worry though, because you know who your matchup is against next week, Drew.
God, I hope it's the West Otter Pups. Those fucking bums, bro. I hope. Only team that can score less points than me.
It is. Well, good luck. Why don't you put in Bigsby next week, and then maybe you'll have a chance.
Yeah, bro. I'm putting up 140 next week. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not even. I haven't lost any hope.
I honestly, yeah.
I did not watch the Great British Bake Off instead of Sunday Football.
Yeah, what was I was cutting a pumpkin on Sunday and recording an episode of the podcast, and getting late to a screening. But aside from that, I hope y'all have a great week. Y'all have been troopers. We will be collecting. We'll have an invoice to you, Drew, soon, and I can't wait for y'all to see these. We'll cut the recording, but
This episode of Lone Lobos is a Lone Lobos production, produced by Monica Tamayo and JMKM, with intro music by Nicholas Gray. Like what you hear? Check us out on Instagram at Lone Lobos.